Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Choices, Finding Your Joy. I am your host, Paula Vail. I am so thrilled today to have with us an amazing man, Tom Paladino. He is a scalar energy researcher. I am so excited about this show. Everyone, we are going to learn so much. It's going to be so fascinating. I have been counting the days. So I would like to begin by just welcoming you, Tom. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
An honor to be here, Paula.
Oh, gosh. Well, please tell us a bit about your history. What brought you to where you're at? And then let's jump into this amazing research and what you have to share.
By all means, let's do that. Again, thanks for the invitation.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Tom Paladino. I'm a resident of Bradenton, Florida, and I am a scalar energy researcher. Well, what is that? What's scalar energy? It's another type of energy. Many people recognize scalar energy as chi or prana. Some people call it zero-point energy. So what I'm saying essentially is there's two energies. Everybody's familiar with electricity and magnetism. That's the electromagnetic spectrum. I work with another spectrum. I work with a different force field, which is scalar energy. And with scalar energy, you can achieve so much that you cannot achieve with electromagnetic energy. And we'll get into that during this interview. Scalar energy is about to liberate mankind. So hold on to your hat, as the expression has it. We're going to explore just some of the things that you can do with scalar energy.
I love it. I love it. And I would guess very few people in the world have even heard of scalar energy.
Many people, I think, that are familiar with the term are familiar with it by way of a researcher, Nikola Tesla. Tesla was a great researcher, and the latter part of Tesla's career was devoted, in my estimation, to scalar energy research. He was really the first bona fide scalar energy researcher who actually developed scalar energy instruments. So many of you in the listening audience are familiar with Nikola Tesla. I am in many ways following in the footsteps of Nikola Tesla. I am working with scalar energy instruments. Now, what is peculiar is this. Although this energy, scalar energy that originates from our sun, the stars of the universe, although this is a universal energy, so little is understood about it. It's really shrouded in mystery to this day. And so little research is being conducted along the lines of scalar energy research. Well, if I have my druthers, that's going to change, and it will change next year in 2017. Scalar energy is about to make its grand entrance upon the world stage, and we will explain to you why we feel so confident that next year, 2017, will be the year for scalar energy.
Oh, I love it. Oh, tell us, Tom. I love it.
So in particular, as a researcher, I always look at results. Theory is fine, but at the end of the day, you have to achieve something and you have to show results. So I am a result-driven researcher. Well, there's many things that I would like to do with scalar energy. Essentially, it's free energy. Again, it's energy from the stars. So the day is coming that we will use scalar energy to power our homes. Well, I hope that God gives me that wisdom someday to do so. In specific today, what have I achieved? What can I show results of? Well, I've developed scalar energy instruments that break apart germs. I can easily, readily break apart a virus, a bacterium, a fungus. And I do that with my scalar energy instrument by virtue of the fact that scalar energy allows me to control the molecular integrity, the molecular structure of a germ. So if I can release the molecular bonds of a virus, the virus falls apart. And I do that, I believe, in a fashion to the point that it is now considered to be a consummate way of eradicating pathogens. Why? Well, over the years, I've, again, perfected this technique to break apart, to disassemble germs, and it works. And from the diagnostic tests that prove that, yes, there is an absence of a pathogen after I treat with scalar energy, the fact that there are thousands of testimonials now that corroborate my statements. Yes, scalar energy is the means, the simple and painless procedure in which we can easily eradicate any pathogen. So this opens the door to being able to eradicate all pathogenic disease. Diseases such as tuberculosis, cholera, herpes, HIV infection, dengue fever. All of those conditions are caused by a pathogen, a germ. And scalar energy will be the answer to those pathogenic diseases. Again, scalar energy can release the molecular bonds of any pathogen, and in so doing, if you eradicate the pathogen, it ceases to exist, and you no longer have the disease condition. So this, again, opens the door to be able to address successfully, and ultimately the world will consider this, I believe, the cure for thousands of diseases. Wow. It's incredible. That's just one of the things that we could do with scalar energy. Again, scalar energy is not electricity. It's much more versatile than that of electricity. And scalar energy gives us control, command over nature that we do not have with electricity. So in essence, what I'm saying is, as we learn to perfect our approach with scalar energy, we will become masters of the universe. Scalar energy will allow us to control the universe.
Wow. So how does scalar energy give us control of nature?
If we look at energy, we could use the term energy or substitute a synonymous term, intelligence. Energy carries information. And my scalar energy instruments carry a certain type of information, a certain type of instruction. So if we can instruct the universe, then we can control the universe. What am I saying? Scalar energy is scalar intelligence. And with that intelligence, we can control, we can master the universe. So that's where we're going with this. Again, scalar energy is not electricity. It's much different. And with that in mind, scalar energy will prove to be the energy of the future, the energy that will liberate mankind. Again, if you look at what we can do with electricity, it's wonderful. Electricity gives us a certain control over nature. Once you can control nature, then you can apply that and achieve certain work functions. Sure, we realize that with electricity. I'm saying scalar energy is much more versatile, and the control that scalar energy affords us is much greater than that of electricity.
Oh, wow, fascinating. And so it's quite different than electromagnetic energy?
Yes. It's a different spectrum. It's a different energy spectrum. It's a different force field altogether. It's a different dimension, actually.
So where would we, the viewers, where would we bring this into our lives? Where would we begin with working with you, with bringing in these amazing results and healing benefits?
So I have a program that I'd like everybody to consider. When I work with scalar energy, I treat people remotely. That is, you do not have to be physically present in my laboratory. I treat everybody by way of a photograph. That is, if people were to send a photograph of some part of their anatomy, some part of their skin, say a hand or a face or the foot, I could broadcast scalar energy to you, and in so doing, I could eradicate the germs, the viruses, the bacteria, the parasites in your body. So to that end, I am offering free scalar energy treatments to anybody in the world. So get a pen and a piece of paper. I want you to write down a website. I'm going to give you a website in which anybody can sign up, submit their photograph, and I'll treat you for free, no questions asked, for 15 days. 15 days of free scalar energy treatment. That website is creativestrength.us, and I'll spell that. CREATIVE, strength, STRENGTH, creativestrength.us. Again, 15 days of free scalar energy treatments to anybody in the world. All I need is for you to photograph some part of your skin, some part of your body, and just submit it to us. It could be a bust shot from your neck up, that's fine. And with that, our control over pathogens is to the extent that we can eradicate over 400,000 species of germs by way of scalar energy.
my gosh.
When you join this program and when you submit your photograph, I will be treating you for potentially now over 400,000 species of viruses, bacteria, fungi. Essentially, after the program, after the 15 days, you will, by and large, be germ-free. And with that, you will be much healthier.
Oh my gosh, Tom, I'm in. I am there. Oh my gosh, this is so fantastic. Oh, I can't imagine anyone not saying, oh my gosh, I have to do this. This will change so many lives.
It will. Let me fast forward this a little bit, Paula. We're treating now people in Africa, people who don't have the means. As we know, many of the people in Africa are poor. They're marginalized. We're treating many people in Africa free of charge. And to date, we've probably treated at least 5 million people in Africa with scalar energy. And in so doing, those people now have been a cleanse. It's a pathogenic cleansing. They no longer have the viruses, the parasites, the bacterial infection that they once had. So as the new year dawns, 2017, you're going to hear about this movement in Africa. And my prediction is next year, 2017, we will probably treat at least 100 million people in Africa. Remember, all I need is a photograph to treat people. Well, I have a number of volunteers in Africa who are going from town to town, village to village, and they're taking photographs, group photographs of people. Sometimes I receive photographs of, say, 10,000 people a day in Africa. And the numbers add up. Again, thus far, we've probably treated close to 10 million people in Africa. My prediction is next year, 2017, we should treat at least 100 million people in Africa.
Oh my goodness.
And these people are essentially, they're being cured of pathogenic disease. We're breaking apart those germs in their body. As such, they no longer have the herpes virus. They no longer have the bacteria that cause tuberculosis. They no longer have the parasites that cause malaria. So this is becoming a worldwide movement. For those of you in the audience that this resonates with, get in touch with me. I'll provide my phone number if any of you want to call me. My number is area code 805-364-3051. Again, I want to encourage everybody, sign up for the 15 days of free treatments. For 15 days, anybody in the world can receive scalar energy treatments by virtue of their photograph. All I need is a photograph of some part of your anatomy, some part of your skin. That website is creativestrength.us. Submit your photograph, tell your family members to submit their photographs. My intention is quite simple. I want to treat the world with scalar energy, and I want to see people around the world, essentially their health improved by virtue of the fact that we can eradicate these pathogens that cause disease. So join the movement. This is about to spread like wildfire, so to speak. And I'm very happy that I have this platform to announce this program.
I'm so honored. I'm so grateful, Tom, and thank you for all the people you're helping. I'm tearing up. So, oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. This is so beautiful. Oh gosh, that's awesome, Tom. Now, I read something that the scalar energy assembles nutrients. Explain that a little more for me, would you? That's really exciting to me.
Sure. Keep in mind that scalar energy provides control over nature. So I can break apart what's harmful, or I can assemble what's beneficial. So with my scalar energy instruments, I've devised a technique that I can assemble inside the human body vitamins and antioxidants, fatty acids. So we not only can eradicate germs, pathogens from the body, but we also can assemble what is beneficial. And I call that my nutrient program. That's part of the treatment that you will receive when you sign up for the free treatments. So what can we do with scalar energy? So many things. It's so versatile. Again, to reiterate, presently, we can break apart potentially over 400,000 species of germs in the human body, Secondly, we can actually assemble nutrients such as vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. And the third modality that I work with, and I've found this really quite fascinating, is scalar energy. This broadcast of energy actually serves to reprogram our psyche, reprogram our brain waves. Many times when I'm working with scalar energy, people have this treatment for a day or two. They tell me that their sleep pattern improves or that they're having quite vivid dreams. I would attribute that to the fact that scalar energy, this download of intelligence into their mind, will actually reprogram our brain waves. Many people have told me that they've had years that they were unable to sleep or have really meaningful sleep. And after the scalar energy treatments, people can sleep very soundly. They have a meaningful sleep. So scalar energy invariably is reprogramming our brain waves, allowing us to sleep better. And it also seems to be able to calm our spirit. Scalar energy, this universal energy, seems to be able to correct our conscious. It seems to be able to, in some cases, reverse depression or anxiety. It calms us. So, to reiterate, scalar energy is quite versatile. We've just scratched the surface as to what scalar energy can do. Again, with those of you that this resonates with, get in touch with me. You can call me, my phone number, 805-364-3051, or sign up for the free program. Experience yourself what this means. There's no obligation. The website is creativestrength.us. Sign up, treat yourself for 15 days of scalar energy, and you will see the difference. You will see how your health improves, how scalar energy abets your health. I want to prove this once again. I am a result-driven researcher. This is not a matter of theory. I'm doing this today.
Yes.
This is not futuristic. This is reality today. So let me prove to you the results I'm having, and from there we can move forward.
And we all love testimonials and stories. Are there any stories you'd like to share with what you've seen?
Sure. Recently in Africa, we've been treating people who have tuberculosis, and some people were bedridden. And frankly, it's quite easy to destroy the bacterium, to break apart the bacterium that causes tuberculosis. It's known as Mycobacterium tuberculosis. And a week or two thereafter of treating people with scalar energy, most people are up and functioning in a normal capacity. They're no longer bedridden. They're no longer sick. And essentially, the day is coming that scalar energy will be treating hundreds of millions of people around the world for TB. Also in Africa, we have people who have diagnostic tests that are proving that they no longer are infected with the HIV virus. People have submitted to a test, which is fairly accurate, the polymerase chain reaction test. Some people call it a DNA test. Well, in this case, the polymerase chain reaction test looks for any type of genetic material of the HIV virus. And lo and behold, people in Africa no longer have any viral load. All once again showing the veracity of my statements that scalar energy breaks apart a germ, in this case, the HIV virus. So we will hear about this once again in 2017. I think in many ways, Africa is the spark for the world. So many people, again, close to 10 million people now have been treated in Africa, and the results are stellar. People are getting well. People are healthy. So this will continue to grow, and once again, this will spread like wildfire.
Yes. Oh, the future of scalar energy. I just can hardly even imagine what it's going to do. You must be so excited, Tom.
Every day is a blessing to me. My prediction is this, Paul. We've seen how the computer has changed our lives and how the computer is really a helpful tool. My prediction is scalar energy will have a greater impact upon mankind than that of the computer. And I stand by that comment. Imagine the world without computers 50, 60 years ago. And look what computers have done for society and how this is a tool and how it enhances our lifestyle. Scalar energy will have a more meaningful and more profound impact upon society than that of the computer. So if this is the first time you've heard of scalar energy, it won't be the last.
Yes, yes. Would you say there are several other researchers out there working on this, or is it really just the beginning and just a few of you?
Just a few of us, sadly, just a few of us. Even though I try and get the word out, I don't think a lot of people can wrap their head around the fact that there's two energies, there's two spectrums, there's two dimensions. And you have to really start studying scalar energy with an appreciation of electromagnetic energy, but to at least understand that the two are separate and that you have different properties, and each dimension, each energy has to be addressed accordingly. So we really don't have that understanding yet. A lot of people are still trying to equate scalar energy to electricity. It's not. They're different. So this is all groundbreaking research. So again, the world will eventually catch on. This is a new dimension. Some people have called this the fifth dimension. Well, we would perhaps argue that, and we would have to define what are the five dimensions. But if people think that the fifth dimension includes space and time, then they would be correct, because scalar energy transcends space and time. Now, what do I mean by that? Scalar energy is everywhere. So there is no time, so to speak, and there is no space. If scalar energy assumes it is throughout the universe, and it assumes itself throughout the universe, then we transcend, we overcome time and space. And that's what I'm saying. This other energy, this dimension, scalar energy, transcends time and space. And that's where we're going. This energy will allow mankind to do things that we could never do before. Scalar energy will liberate mankind.
This is so exciting. And I must ask, I'm wondering with this discussion, can scalar energy affect animals, plant life? Does it go in that direction as well? I'm assuming it probably does.
Yes, I treat pets frequently. I treat dogs and cats and horses frequently. And I'm able to improve the health of dogs and cats and birds and horses. I'm also treating now, sometimes people will send me photographs of elephants in Asia. People want me to treat elephants or lions, etc., animals in zoos, and I'm doing that. So
I love it.
I can treat any person or any animal in the world. And again, to make this statement without reservation, scalar energy soon will be recognized as the means to cure pathogenic infection. I'll allow the diagnostic test to back up that statement, but once you have control over a pathogen, a germ, that germ no longer exists. Well, if that infectious agent no longer exists, you've eradicated, you've overcome that disease. It'll eventually will be considered as the cure for thousands of diseases.
Yes. Now, if someone starts with the scalar energy healing that you do, so let's say they put that in the process, you do the healing, then is it something that they would want to do with you on a regular basis, like every 6 months, every year, to bring that into something new that may have arisen?
Your prognostication is already a reality. Many people feel so good under this treatment that they'll revisit me, as you said, every 6 months or so, only to have themselves tested, treated again, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Why? Well, reinfection is possible, and in this world, germs are everywhere. So many people will revisit me on a regular basis, and almost as a maintenance program, will ask to have the germs disassembled once again. So I see that, again, this is the simple and easy way, the painless way of eradicating germs. You don't have to take a shot. There's no chemical involved. It's non-physical. It's light. It's energy. And all I need is a photograph to treat you anywhere in the world. Well, I'm treating people in Africa, and all I need to treat them successfully is their photograph. So I realize this is somewhat futuristic. I realize some people will have to pray upon this and consider this, but it's very much a reality. And again, the results that are coming in are once again very, very promising.
Oh, this is just absolutely so fascinating. And, I can totally understand the photo, I know someone that can read your vibration level of your energy with a photo, and I've had that done a couple times, and it's really fun. Where what you're doing, oh my gosh, going in and affecting, dealing with these germs and these chemicals and basically cleaning us up, and this is just so huge. It's almost beyond words, Tom. You just, how do you sleep at night? I would think you're so excited.
I am excited for myself, but really most importantly, it's a healing ministry. And I want to get this out there to the world. There's too much suffering, and we can alleviate a great deal of suffering. We essentially can prevent death by using scalar energy in this capacity. Consider this, my instruments are set up so that I could easily treat, say, 10 million people a day. So imagine that. If I were to receive 10 million photographs a day, I could treat successfully 10 million people around the world. Wow. I could easily treat in a month 300, 400 million people. It would only take me a short period of time to treat everybody in the world by way of their photograph. And what am I saying? Well, we can break apart the herpes virus. So if I were to treat people who had herpes infection, well, I can break it apart. And they no longer have to have that virus infecting them. I can break apart the herpes virus. I have done this thousands upon thousands of times. I have diagnostic tests that prove that. I have hundreds of testimonials from people who tell me that they no longer have the symptoms of herpes. Now, you consider in this world, probably 50% of the population, at least, in the global population has herpes 1, which is a what we call oral herpes, or a virus that easily is communicable by way of kissing or sharing a common drinking vessel. Imagine that. Imagine what the extent of this is, and how we could easily eradicate viruses, and in so doing, return people to health.
This is so fascinating. And I do want to mention to everyone, Tom is going to be with me again. This is going to be continual. I am going to have him back. He's going to share more information. This is just the beginning. I'm just so excited. We have about 2 minutes left in the show. Tom, what last words would you like to share with everyone today?
Well, this essentially is my Christmas gift to the world. I realize that this will be broadcast during the Christmas season, so Merry Christmas to everybody. And I want you to join this movement. Frankly, I think I'm rather transparent. I'm pretty much an open book. If you want to get in touch with me, call me once again, 805-364-3051. I'll speak to you. If you want to become a part of this movement, by all means, we need your help. We need people out there and especially in places like Africa and Asia, Micronesia, etc., to help us identify people who are sick and then start sending us photographs. Again, all we need are photographs of people who are suffering from pathogenic infection. We can correct that. We can break apart, we can disassemble those pathogens. So again, I hope this really serves to crystallize with everybody in the listening audience. I hope you would contact me and that we could work together so we could make a really strong impression in 2017 and show the world that there is merit to scalar energy and easily treat 100 million people, maybe 500 million people next year. Once we reach that point, it's a fait accompli, so to speak, and the world will indeed embrace it and we'll move on. And then we will do so many other things with scalar energy. This is step one. So please join us. Get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from you.
Oh, this is so excited. Count me in, count me in. And I with you saying that, I have a friend right now in Kenya who is working with a school of young girls there. I'm going to contact her and, let's just all come together and just bring this out there. Tom, you're a hero. Oh, I just have to say thank you for today's show. I look forward to our next chat. Oh my gosh. And to all the viewers out there, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and So happy to have you on the show today, and so wonderful. Goodbye, everyone.